You sit down at your table, eyes closed, and you breathe in the aroma of the meal you've just prepared. You've worked hard all day, and this plate of food is your reward. You see those vibrant, deep green vegetable leaves, the very heart of our soups, the source of iron for our blood, the strength we give to our children to help them grow. But I need you to stop for a second. I mean, really stop. Put the spoon down and look at those leaves. What if that green leaf, as beautiful as it looks, is carrying a silent, deadly secret? What if the water used to refresh those greens didn't come from a clean tap, but from the dark, stagnant depths of a gutter? Stay with me, because the safety of your home and the very lives of those sitting at that table with you depends on the truth we are uncovering right now. We trust the markets. We trust the women we've bought from for years. We see them sprinkling water on the piles of greens to keep them from wilting in the hot sun. But in the corners of our busy streets, a dirty, heartless scandal is happening while we sleep. To save money, to beat the heat, or simply because they don't want to walk to a clean borehole, some vendors are doing the unthinkable. They are dipping those fresh leaves into untreated wastewater. Water flowing with the filth, the feces, and the chemicals of the entire city, just to make them look fresh for you. This isn't just about a little bit of sand or dirt that you can wash away. This is a betrayal of the highest order. Your body is a temple, a gift from God, and right now, that temple is under a coordinated physical attack. Think about it deeply. Have you ever wondered why someone in your house is always dealing with a heavy stomach? Why the typhoid seems to come back every few months, no matter how much expensive medicine you buy? Why your children are constantly fighting malaria that never seems to leave their system? We pray against the spirit of infirmity, and we should, but we must also look at the physical poison we are putting into our mouths. Sometimes the attack isn't coming from a witch in the village. It's sitting right there in your pot because of the greed of a stranger at the market who valued a few naira over your life. Don't miss this, because what I'm about to say is the part they are hiding from you. I've looked into the reality of what happens when these leaves hit that gutter water. These vegetable leaves are like sponges. They have tiny pores that drink in whatever liquid touches them. When they are dipped in that black, oily water from the drainage, they don't just get wet on the outside. They soak up the lead from car exhaust, the industrial chemicals from small factories, and the raw waste from broken sewage lines. You think you are eating for long life, but you are unknowingly bringing a curse into your kitchen. We are perishing for a lack of knowledge, but today, that cycle ends in your house. What I'm about to show you will change the way you walk through the market forever. It will make you look at every vendor, every bucket, and every leaf with the eyes of a guardian. I have seen the places where these things happen with my own eyes. I've walked through the back alleys where the big drainage pipes leak right onto the sacks of produce waiting to be sold. I've seen men fetching water from the same place where people relieve themselves just to freshen up the vegetables so they look glistening and live for the morning rush. It's enough to break your heart. It's enough to make you weep for our nation. God did not give us a spirit of fear, but He did give us a sound mind to see the truth. We are called to be the gatekeepers of our families. Imagine the hidden pain of a mother who realizes, years later, that the very soup she cooked with so much love was actually what made her children's organs struggle. That is not your portion, but insight is the only key to your protection. You see the leaves glistening in the morning sun, and they look so healthy, don't they? But that shine is a lie. That freshness is a mask. It might be the very film of contamination that carries the germs of cholera, the eggs of worms that live in the stomach for years, and the toxins that slowly wear down the liver and the kidneys. We cannot be casual anymore. We cannot assume that just because it's a natural leaf, it's automatically clean. In a world where men love money more than souls, natural can be turned into lethal in a heartbeat. Stay with me, because we are moving toward the clarity you need to save your family. The research is clear, even if you don't use the big medical words. When scientists look at these gutter-wash leaves, they find things that should never be in a human body. They find heavy metals. Imagine tiny bits of poisonous metal like lead and mercury that your body can't get rid of. Over time, these metals build up. They make the brain tired. They make the blood weak. They make the kidneys work 10 times harder than they should. And then there are the parasites. These are tiny living things that enter the body through those leaves. They don't just cause a stomach ache. They steal the nutrition from your food. You can be eating the best meat and the best rice, but if these parasites are in your system from contaminated vegetables, they are the ones eating the strength while you stay weak. This is why you see people eating well, but looking sickly. The enemy is inside, invited through the cooking pot. From this moment on, you are the final authority in your home. You are the commander-in-chief of your kitchen. You cannot control what the vendor does in the market when you aren't looking, but you can control what happens when those leaves cross your threshold. A quick splash of water in a bowl is not enough. In fact, it's dangerous. It just spreads the germs around. You have to treat your food preparation like a holy task, a matter of life and death. What I'm about to tell you is the formula for safety. You need a deep clean, you need salt, and plenty of it, to draw out the tiny organisms. You need vinegar or even lemon juice to create an environment where these germs cannot survive. But most importantly, you need clean, running water. Not water from a stagnant bucket, but water that flows. You need to rub those leaves with your own hands, leaf by leaf, until the water runs as clear as a mountain spring. If you see a vendor selling in a place that looks suspicious, or if you see their refreshing bucket looks cloudy and dark, walk away. I don't care how cheap it is. I don't care if she's your regular person. Your life and the lives of your children are worth more than a good deal or a few nairas saved. Do not buy your own funeral for a discount. I feel a shift coming for you today. When you start honoring your body by being intentional about what you cook, you are aligning yourself with God's promise for you to prosper and be in health. No more unexplained illnesses that drain your savings. No more spending your hard-earned seed on hospital bills that could have been avoided with 15 minutes of extra care in the kitchen. Listen to me closely. This is the direction you've been praying for. We ask God for health, but we must also follow the wisdom He provides. You are the steward of your household. You are the priestess of that kitchen. You decide what sits on that dinner table. As we settle into this truth, realize that this isn't just about one type of leaf. It's about a lifestyle of being awake. It's about being a person of wisdom in a world that is often careless and greedy. Every time you stand at that sink, you are either guarding your family's health or leaving the door wide open for an intruder to walk in and steal your peace. Which one will you choose today? Now, I want you to take a look at your kitchen right now. If you've been a bit casual, if you've been rushing the process because you're tired after work, today is the day you change that. This is your moment of clarity. This is your wake-up call. I am telling you this because I love you and I love our people. We cannot continue to die in silence while the solution is in our hands. This is urgent. This is a matter of survival for our community. Before you even think about closing this video, I want you to look at that share button. This isn't just a video, it's a life-saving warning. There are mothers right now who are about to go to the market. There are fathers who are about to eat a meal that could make them sick for months. I am charging you. Share this with every single family member you have. Put it in your church groups, your family chats, and your neighborhood forums. Do not let another person eat from the gutter in ignorance. We are our brother's keeper, and we have to protect each other from the greed that operates in the dark. If you don't share this, and someone you know falls ill, their blood will be a heavy weight. Hit that share button now. And if this message spoke to your heart and opened your eyes to a danger you never considered, join our community. Subscribe to this channel. We are on a holy mission to reach 10,000 souls with the truth that others are too afraid to speak. We want to see you live a life that is healthy, strong, and spiritually aligned. We want to see our children growing up without the burden of preventable diseases. Go now and be the light in your home. Guard your temple. Your family is counting on you to be the shield. And never forget, the truth doesn't just set you free, it keeps you and your loved ones alive. Clear your kitchen, clear your life, and stay blessed.